We're on our way to check out a townhouse we just bought, and we're actually just closed on last week that we're finally going to get started on. But we own this pink townhouse, we own this blue townhouse, and we just closed on the white townhouse on the end. We're going to walk through and just come up with a game plan and show you what we're going to do to it. So we're inside 762 Summit. We bought this property. This is not a property I would normally buy at this phase of my real estate life, but I only bought it because, like I said, we own the two townhouses at the end, and I just didn't want somebody like bad to come in here and kind of bring some bad vibes to the neighborhood. It's a really small street, and just one tenant that's going to be disruptive will just destroy this entire street. So we kind of bought it not only to control the building and, you know, for bigger issues, but to make sure that we can move in a pleasant neighbor to the neighborhood, because that's very important to us. Kitchen, got this entire thing out. Take everything out, take the drop ceiling out. Whenever there's a drop ceiling like this, 9 times out of 10, there's an issue. There's a bigger underlying issue that nobody wanted to fix, so they dropped it down to do whatever. And as you can see the lath board, the plaster, all that stuff's just exposed and looks terrible. So we're gonna take it out, put can lights in, make it look beautiful, and fix it the right way. This whole kitchen, when it's done, granite countertops, nice cabinets, dishwasher, stainless appliances. It's gonna be beautiful when it's all done. Take a look at the floorboards. So we're not going to walk back here just for safety reasons. There's a big bow in it. So what we're going to have to do is go underneath in the crawl space, jack up the house, build support beams here and support beams along the outside, and just kind of just rebuild everything, redo the joists and rebuild the whole back wall, which we'll go out and look at here in a minute. But this is going to end up being a half bath and laundry. It'll be very big. It's going to be spacious, and it'll be nice. It always adds value whenever you can get a half bath in a building. So this is it back here. It's a tight squeeze. You can see all the old asbestos siding. We're gonna rip all that out. So much of that wood is rotted everywhere, just on the top, the sill plates along the bottom. We're gonna rebuild all of this. This entire thing's gonna be completely brand new, permitted, inspected by the city, stamp of approval. You know, everything's always done above water. And we meet and exceed any code expectations, especially when it comes to big structural things like this. So, I mean, I really believe this scared a lot of people away. And it's something I don't even want to deal with, to be honest. But, like I said, in order to maintain the integrity of the entire building, I think it's better off that we have it than somebody else, and we fix it right. So, all this is going to be completely ripped off, new 2x4s, new sheeting, and brand new siding the whole way back here. So, be a brand new backyard. We'll manicure it, put a privacy fence along here, and it'll be a perfect townhouse for somebody. So, this house is old, very old, 100 years old, and 2 sets of staircases, a really narrow set there, and also a narrow set over here. So, our plan, so you can kind of get a lay of the land, we walk up this staircase, bedroom right here, a bedroom behind us, so you have to walk through a bedroom to get to the bathroom back there. So, in here, nothing crazy. Paint, carpet, new light fixtures, redo all this. And then we come up here to the landing area. So, closet space is always a premium in older houses, but for function's sake, we are going to eliminate this closet. We're going to rip it all out so we can have a bigger landing up here. It'll just make it feel more open whenever people come up the stairs, just to have that gone. And then we're going to switch the bedroom configuration. A couple different options. First option is we're going to take a wall, build a wall along that door frame to here, and this will be a long hallway. Blow out this wall, and then come over here to the staircase, frame it all in, and basically build a hallway here into this bathroom that can be shared by both tenants. But before we even demo, we want to secure that back wall. We want to make sure that's structurally sound, safe to walk on, safe to work on. Last thing we want is anybody getting hurt on any of these job sites. So Safety comes first, especially in old houses, especially with crazy structural issues. So that's our first option. Our second option is basically turning this bedroom into the bathroom, and then also having a big hallway, but the bathroom being in the center, and then back here we would have another bedroom that would be separated, have a little bathroom separation between the two units. All right, guys, so we're outside of Summit right now, and one thing we're gonna do is just when we have different row houses like this, is selecting colors is very important, just so everything kind of pops. Like obviously the pink we have at the end pops, the blue next to it, there's a nice brown, the red is okay, so we want to do something that contrasts everything. So Jessica's decided we're gonna go with like a cream base color with a tricorn black kind of trim, and just redo the entire front of it. We're just gonna reline both houses of box gutters just to avoid any possible problems, and repaint the entire thing and rebuild that entire front porch just back to its original charm, all the characteristics, all the arches. At the very end, when you see this house, you won't be able to recognize it, hopefully. That's always our goal. And it'll be beautiful, just like all the other houses on this street that have been kept up so well. That was our walkthrough of Summit Avenue. This is definitely not a house for the weak of heart. It's a lot of work. It's a really big rehab. Something like this should be left really to people that know what they're doing, that have done this before. A lot of first-time people came and looked at the house from what I heard, and it was just more than they wanted to take, which is rightfully so. The last thing you want to do is get in over your head with an attached townhouse that needs a tremendous amount of foundation work. So there's a big risk involved, but for us, it's a manageable risk, and it's all about taking calculated risks. And the upside of owning this building is not only turning a terrible townhouse into something beautiful, but it's also, like I said before, helping us own 3 of the 5 buildings in this row of townhouses. So big risks come big rewards, but calculated risks are very, very important. Don't buy something if you feel like it's more than you can take on, or if you feel like you're making the numbers work because you fell in love with an old building or an old townhouse. Take the right risks. It's not worth it. A good deal is going to come up, so just stick with it, and you'll find something.